She currently thrives as a mobile app engineer at Idera. She has an enthusiasm for cybersecurity and is currently perusing that field. When Bukumi is not coding, she tailors clothes or bags and she likes to dance. Welcome with me, Bukunmi Ola, as she take us through our journey in tech. Over to you.
Hello. Hi. Oh, can you hear me? Okay, I think
Yeah,
my mic is
sure. We
working.
can hear you.
All right, thank you. Um, Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon from here. I hope you have been enjoying the sessions. I've learned one or two things. In fact, not one or two things. I've learned a lot from the previous speakers, and I'm grateful to be a part of this. Really. Fair. I've sent you a LinkedIn request. I'm looking to enter into cybersecurity. Maybe not enter, just like looking into some stuff. So yeah, I'll be
Oh,
reaching out.
that's fine, no problem. You're my
All right.
sister's namesake, so you automatically have a soft spot for
Thank you.
me.
All right, let me share my screen now. All right. Can you see my screen? Okay. All right. Please, can you confirm if you can see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
All right, thank you. Hi, yes, this is Bukunmi Ola. I'm a mobile apps engineer, and I'm an introvert, but I like to smile a lot. But yes, I have a strong commitment for excellence, and I'm an evolving lazy developer. I call it lazy because I don't want to spend too much time like figuring things out. Want to I want to find the smartest way to solving problems, right? And also, yes, I'm a minister of the gospel of Christ. I'm passionate about living rather than existing. That means everything that I do, I try to make sure that it is part of my life goals and my part of my purpose as a person, and which also like extends to actually reaching out to others and yeah, helping others to do the same. And yeah, in my spare time, I like crafting, like really just bringing out something out of something that seemingly looks like it's plain. Yeah, so that is that about me. And yes, yeah, I'm here to talk about my fields, mobile development. Yeah, mobile apps are actually software applications for smartphones and tablets, like tablets. So there are different platforms for mobile apps. So there is the iOS now cut across the iPhone, the iPads, the iPods, the macOS too. And yes, the Android has different manufacturers. There's there's iOS, there's Xiaomi, there's um there's a range of them that also built their platform on Android. But yes, the basic infrastructure that they use is Android. And also for developing mobile apps, or yeah, there is you can either develop it as a native application that, oh yes, my app is only working for Android, like the way I'm building this app is going to work for just Android, or the way I'm building this app is just going to work for iOS, or the way I'm building this app, I'm going to be able to like use the same development process and port it to Android and also iOS. Yeah, the impact of mobile development is that it shapes digital experiences, it enhances user interaction. Yeah, because we are mobile, like we are largely mobile now in this current age, and people when people are moving, it's not everybody that go out with their laptops. Even when you go out with your laptops, you can't literally be pressing your laptops in some areas, right? But mobile phones it's that mobile phone, it gives you access to a lot of things, and by that also there are things that you really want to access, like solutions, like for instance the Google Docs, the slides that we use, everything. They have been, yes, they have been web based and they're also mobile based. Like this Zoom that we're using now, there's a mobile app for it. So mobile app is just like bringing that experience to make you feel like it, bring it closer to you. So yeah, and it also drives the evolution of mobile technology and app functionalities. So yes, why should you come into mobile development? Literally, this is actually just why should you come into tech, or why should you consider tech really? Because there's a lot, like based on scientific research, based on scientific outcomes and everything. There's a lot, like all these scientific researches and processes and outcomes needs to be like now implemented, right? So we need more people in tech to bring to life innovative solutions and also inventions, right? But and yeah, with tech you have, I mean, the preceding speakers have done justice to a lot of this part. You have opportunities to work remotely, you can freelance, and also, yes, as a mom in tech. By the way, I'm not a mom. I'm not married, never married, never born, never given birth before. So yeah, I just like try to envision what it looks like for my mom or something. So yeah, offers remote work and freelancing opportunities, ideal for balancing your work and personal life. Now, that means it gives you flexibility to actually handle, like, take care of things in the house and also like be there for your family and also be there for your work as well. And yeah, it fosters creativity and innovation because you have a platform where you bring your ideas and like you, because tech is an ever evolving like space, like we first said earlier. So you want to continue learning. Like now, mobile development, there are new release every time. There's It was Android 13 last year, it's going to be Android 14 this year. So things are going to be increasing. Now it was iOS 17 this year. It's going to be iOS 18 later. So yeah, you want to be in the know. You don't want to like miss out or anything. So yeah, it gives you, that that sense that yes, I need to keep up with the tech trends. Like to you don't exactly go into oblivion. You know, if you are not exactly working with it, you might not feel the need to actually stay abreast of all these innovation advancements, technology advancements. But since you are involved in actually creating solutions, of course you want to like stay abreast of everything that is happening, and so that you can also give out solutions like you want to. Yes, you when you create mobile apps, you have a larger reach because yes, more people are mobile now. So you have a larger reach, and yeah, there's money, like they say. There's competitive salaries and benefits. There's yeah, and there's supportive community and mentorship opportunities. Like we first said, no, it was Okoyemi that said it. Communities, there's community for everything in tech, especially as a woman. It's even very pronounced. As a woman, you have community for every single thing. There's data science women, there's women in engineering, there's IPP women in engineering, there's this and that. So there's a lot of supportive communities that you can join. So if you want to like get started with mobile app development now, you I'll just like talk about the learning resources now. You can get courses on Udacity. Later, I'm going to share the links to some of the resources that I used to get started. Now, for me, when I started mobile app engineering, like it was read earlier, I started as a desktop app developer. Then I was writing Java. I built a couple of projects with Java. Well, really, I was using NetBeans then. NetBeans, yes, NetBeans ID. It was I yeah, I found it fulfilling because it was like, oh, that was my introduction to programming. I love Java. Like, I'm passionate about Java right now. But yeah, also maybe later I'll still talk about like choosing your tools correctly. Choosing your tools correctly. Yes. And for learning, so for me, when I started really, I started with learning Java. I went for a professional course. Like Refe said, you can be in a classroom and learn how to actually program. So I went for a professional course, OCAJ. But I only went for the course. I didn't take the certification. So I didn't take the certification, but I did the course, and yeah, I learned a lot. That was where I seemingly started like building my own community. Then I didn't even know that there's like an online community or something, but I stayed in touch with the people that will learn together. So the people that will learn together, anytime I'm having issues with my program, I pick up my phone. Like, these people are more learned than me, because most of the people that will learn together, they came for the certification. So they were already writing Java and they were literally doing well already. But I was a learner. I came to learn, not to get the certification per se. You understand? So I would reach out to them. Oh, this is the problem I'm trying to solve, and like that. Yeah, they will share me resources that point me to where I need to go. And if you can jump on a call, we're going to like walk through it together. So yeah, you can find learning resources online. You can go on Udacity, Coursera, Udemy, YouTube. Anyway, plural sites. So plural sites has really nice content, although it's very big also. But yeah, Pluralsight too works. I've used Pluralsight before. Yeah, boot camps, you can go to free code camp. You can sign up on Android camp for Android developers, for people that would like to explore Android development. And yeah, you can learn from books. If you are that person that likes to read, yeah, you can learn from books. There are a lot of books. I just use this one as an example. So there are books out there that you can read. And yes, I've heard as well that you can learn better from books, because it's going to like break it and really talk about the abstract, except unlike videos that want to shorten everything so that it doesn't look so bogus, right? So yeah, that's if you are good, if you are the person that likes to read books, fantastic. And if you are the person that prefers visuals, like watching someone do it before you do it, so you can go for online courses, video. And yes, you can do code labs. There are curated code labs for different things that you want to do on each platforms, both Android, iOS. There are code labs and you can learn from them. Also, most of these code labs, they are the basis for the certifications that come with them. If you already like know how they work and you are able to like harness your solving skill very well, yes, the going using the code labs and prepares you for the certifications per se. And yeah, so the tools you use for Android, mobile app development. So if it's Android, you use Android Studio. Android Studio is by Google. If it's iOS, you use Xcode. Xcode is by Apple, obviously. And if it's cross-platform, because like I said earlier, you can decide to build your app and then have it on the two platforms, so you don't have to write the code twice. The, you either write the code twice for different platforms, or you write it once and deploy it on the two platforms, or you can go no code, like Barak had said earlier. So yeah, so for VS Code, that's for cross-platform, because you're using, okay, I think next slide you have the program languages. So for Android, program languages that you use is Kotlin, Java, XML, blah blah. Sorry, Kotlin slash Java. So Java is like the language that was used for, and in 20, I think it was 2018 now, if I'm not mistaken, Kotlin Kotlin was announced as the official language for Android. So Kotlin is backed by Google to be the official language for Android. And so I use Kotlin for Android now. And also For iOS, there's Objective C and there's Swift. Yes, we're going to be hearing a lot of programming languages. So there's Objective C and there's Swift. And for cross platform, if you're doing Flutter, you have to learn that. If you're doing React Native, you have to learn JavaScript. Now, I don't. It should not look too bogus or something. So all these programming language, there are things that you can actually learn bit by bit, right? You can learn them in your at your own pace, and also it depends, right? Depends on what's driving you. It depends on what you actually want to do, right? So you have frameworks, you have Compose for Android. Compose now is becoming a cross-platform framework. It's written in Kotlin. Like you build Compose with Kotlin. I mean, you implement Compose with Kotlin. Yes, that's the right word. You implement Compose with Kotlin, and yeah, it's stable for Android, but they are enlarging for cross-platform to such that you don't have to write two codes for both platforms. Also, Swift UI is declarative as well. That means you don't have to, unlike this one where you have to write XML to build your build your UIs. Swift UI is declarative. I think I should have added more pictures. But yeah, React Native also for cross-platform. So let me quickly move to, yeah, getting started. Like it has been said over and over again. It has been overflogged. I mean, it cannot be overemphasized. You join forums. I purposely join Slack channels for official, like Kotlin now. I am on their official Slack channel. So if you have any issues with anything, you can just go to any of the related channels on Slack to actually report your issues, and it's very amazing that people are always online to actually respond. So yeah, and also yeah, there are WhatsApp group. I'm in WhatsApp group for Android and iOS. So I know that there are WhatsApp groups for it, and also attend meetups if you have the time. I know that being a mom might be a lot more demanding, that you have to focus on other stuff. But yes, if you have the time and you can like create the time, you attend meetups and meet people. All right, building your portfolio. Um, so now said it that to get started, you have to um actually just know what you want first. You have to know what you want. You have to know why you're doing it. Rafael already mentioned why you're doing it, why you're doing what you want to do. It's not just about, yes, and Okoyemi to mention whatever it is that is your motivation. But then you have to know why you are doing what you are doing. This is not peculiar because you're going to be writing code. It's not everybody that is interested in writing code, right? But some people are actually interested in writing the code. So if you're not interested in writing code, it's fine. But if you are interested in writing code, you're welcome. And yeah, writing code is not hard relatively. Yes, that's just it's not hard relatively. It's just concepts and patterns, really. So yeah, uh, you building your portfolio. Now you can create utility apps. Now, when you talk about mobile app development, like breaking Okoyemi has talked about breaking into tech, so I really do not have much to say about that. And yeah, getting into tech now, and you have decided that it's mobile app engineering that I want to do, or mobile app development. Let's start from mobile app development. So you can start from, oh, I want to be a Flutter developer, I want to be a React Native developer, or you want to be an iOS developer, or just an Android developer, or just an iOS developer. Yes, it is okay. It is okay to hold on to your niche. It is okay, very okay to hold on to what it is that you want. You want to hold on to Android, fine. You want to hold on to iOS, fine. You want to combine the two, great. the most important thing is that you stay relevant, you stay on top of your game at every point in time as soon as you enter the market. You know why you're still building projects, it might not be so evident, but when you are in the when you're in the industry already, you know that you have to like actually keep up, because if you remain in the same level for too long, it's going to really get frustrating, right? Um, so yeah, that's what I would say. Create personal projects. Create personal projects. When you take that course, as your most of the courses, that if you are following a code lab or you're following an online course, though you most likely build a project. While you're building that project, I have it down there that you should track and show your work. While you're building those projects, don't keep it to yourself alone. Know how to use Git. Know how to use Git and GitHub. It could be GitLab, it could be Bitbucket. Just know how to use version control. Know how to use version control. What I mean by version control now, so that I don't sound ambiguous. What I mean by version control is that there's a place where, as you're doing your work, you can actually log them in bits and also push it to the cloud, such that even if you have to change your laptop, or you have to move around, or you even have to invite some other people to come and work on the project with you, you don't have to start looking for flash drive up and down. And yes, when you had them in bits, it help you track your progress. Oh, this is what I've done today, this is what I'm doing now, this is what I'll be doing tomorrow. Or yes, it helps you show your past work, actually, as you have committed your work, and you can do that in bits as you move. So it doesn't have to be so big. It could be, oh yes, today I added a button to the screen, and then you commit it and send it to GitHub. That works. So yeah, create apps. When you are building those apps, make sure you are showing your work, track them and show your work. Like showing, having the visibility to yourself that yes, you're working, it's even enough motivation to go. Because on the line, along the line, with the way software engineering works, like you are just writing code, sometimes you don't see the results immediately. But then if you know that, oh yes, this bit of it that is supposed to print hello world, you have committed it. You say, yes, yesterday I printed hello world, and today, yes, I'm going to like be able to click button and make a balloon blow bubble pump. You understand? So just track your progress and also show your work. Also, for open source, if you open source is actually on a high level, right? But then there are beginners, what's it called, there are beginners tax too for open source. Open source is another topic on its own, and so I'll just like leave that to your curiosity. So yeah, open source, you can contribute to projects on GitHub. That's how you build your portfolio. And also you can gain practical experiences by freelancing, volunteering, and by doing internships. Yes, about that, I would explain. So when I started, right? Okay, I had started before, but when I started mobile engineering, like mobile apps development, before I became engineer, like the development, when I started mobile app development, I started with Android. I was using Java. So it was I and one of my previous colleague from my first what is it called now? My first class when I was learning Java. So I was because at the time he was already doing Android development, but I didn't know it was Android. I was just fascinated about, oh, I was seeing the house he was building on his tablet. I was not informed that he told me, but I didn't understand, right? So later when I started, that's when I now recall that yes, this is what this person has been doing. So I texted him like, oh, I got a new laptop and I want to start Android app development. By the way, when I started out, I actually wanted to be a back-end engineer because I really like to be in control from the back. So yeah, but then I'm like, if I do back-end now and I really do not have how to show people my work, how am I supposed to get out there on time? So that's how I started with Android instead, because I didn't really like web. I'm not really a fan of web, HTML, CSS, right? I know it, but I wasn't just, it wasn't just appealing to me like that. So I wanted to go hard or go home. So, but I decided to go hard, and I I texted him, and then he shared a design with me on Figma and said I should replicate that design on on in Android Studio. So I did that. He showed me how to like pick the buttons. He showed me how to do that. I I wanted to start using drag and drop. He said, "No, you can't learn. You can't learn the easy way." I like, why can't I learn the easy way? He said, "Because when you need to now go back, maybe you need to like work on something that you need to go to the program. You might be clueless because you already learned from just dragging and dropping." Say, wow, nice. So, but since then, I've never dragged and drop because it's now stressful for me to drag and drop. I just prefer to just write out the codes and do whatever it is that I want and just like add the commands to it on the fly. Yeah, so that was how I started. I did that, and luckily for me, COVID 19 came. When COVID 19 came, I joined an internship online, Start NG then. I joined that, I finished, I joined Google Developer scholarship, GADS. I did that, finished it. I got a voucher, but I didn't use it. I also joined Student Build. So along the line, in all those places, I was building projects. So for Start NG, I built a project. I built a farm vesting, like to link farmers and investors. For GADS, I built an education app to learn Python. Yes, to learn Python. For student build, yes, for student build, I improved what I did at GADS for student build. So I was just joining internships like that. But I know maybe mine, because I'm still like very free, but yes, you can find one that is actually tailored, because I can't even advise any mom to join Start NG because that place is a race, survival of the fittest. But yes, but GADS is still more calm. If you have to be committed to actually see it through, because nobody is holding you for it. Yeah, and yeah, that was just part of me building my project. But along the line, so in Start Engine, I already learned how to use Git very well. So I was logging my progress, and at the time when I was going to transition into iOS development, this this company Eyata was doing one thing. I had a Windows laptop, so I couldn't transmit into like I couldn't transition into iOS because I was using a Windows laptop. I would have to go through a lot of stress, marking cloud, I'll pay for that, or try to partition my laptop. How many is my hard drive? So I I didn't I could not do that, but I already took a course on Swift. I learned Swift already. So and another thing that I'm going to say from there is that be ready. So be ready, stay consistent, be ready, stay consistent. As a mom in tech, yes, while you're doing as a mom, while you're doing those things, I don't know how easy it is. But yes, I was just encouraged. Whatever it is, if you can just as the time that you have to maybe check on that social media, the time that you have to maybe check on a YouTube video and a home video on YouTube, you can use it to read up on something, you can use it to just like stay abreast, and you can use it to actually watch a coding session. You can watch it for the first time and watch the second time. So it's in your head to actually try that thing out. Also, yeah. So gain practical experiences and build your portfolio. Gain practical experience and build your portfolio. Now I was talking about how that really helped me. So at the time when I needed to get something, these people were looking for people that have actually been working, like have a track record. Even though I don't have any live app, I don't have anything, but they could track my progress on GitHub. So I was logging in, they could track my progress on GitHub, and they were able to find me on LinkedIn too. So it was easy for them to say, okay, yes, this person is qualified for this machine that we are going to be giving out. And that was how I started my iOS, because I was given a MacBook. So I started my high rise journey from there. So balancing life and learning, have a clear goal. Like we have said, have a clear goal. Know what you actually want to do and run with it. Have a clear goal, state it clearly, and also dedicate consistent learning time. Even if it's just 1 hour, I've said that before. Dedicate that consistent learning time. It might be hard, but find an accountability partner that can hold you accountable for it. Have you done your 1 hour today? Have you done it? And also find support system, your family, your friends, um online communities. It's not everybody that their family supports, because some people, it's still vague to them what it means to be in tech, or to be a programmer, or it is to be a developer. So if you have a family like that or friends like that, just find an online community. And like, there are a number of speakers that have spoken today. Connect with people, like have a mentor, someone that might not be even a mentor per se, but yeah, it's very good to have a mentor. I have mentors for different areas of tech per se. I have a mentor for when it comes to architects, like engineering and enterprise architect. I have a mentor when it comes to Android. I know that if I'm facing any issue here, this is the person I go to. I text, oh, yes, this is what I am having, this is what I'm trying out, oh, this is what I've done, and all that. So it's easy with when you have a support system. It is actually very easy. And as I call myself a lazy developer, because if I'm going to do my part, because I'm a problem solver. Basically, I'm a problem solver, and I'm an excellent person. That's my affirmation. I'm an excellent person. Whatever product I'm going to build, whatever thing I'm going to do, it has to be excellent. If it's not excellent, just count me out. If the project does not align with my goal, does not align with my purpose, no matter how much you want to put on the table, I'm not doing. I didn't start coding because of money. I didn't even know there was money in coding. I just started coding because I really loved engineering, and I was like, oh, I could actually solve the problem without having to lift spanner and all those stuff. I could just solve the problem with my device, and it will affect a lot of lives. So yeah, that was my own drive into tech. Yeah, manage your time and also find support system. Now, what do you run with? Because the going might get really overwhelming, the going might get really stressful. There might be a lot, there might be a lot, there might be a lot that you need to do. So make the vision plain, stay updated. I've said this before, stay updated, learn new things. Like, if you're starting out, make sure that you learn Git actually. It is very important. Git and GitHub. Attend workshops, network with developers, and engage in hackathons for new opportunities. Very importantly, please prioritize self-care to avoid burnout, because if you do not take care of yourself, and you 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 have to think about your family, you have to think about a lot of stuff, you might get overwhelmed, and you might get burnt out. And if it's only by the grace of God, or by a very strong passion, that you hold on to that tech career, or hold on to that conviction that you're running with. So yes, um prioritize self-care, and also like manage your time. So yeah, I just want to say that breaking into global development as a woman, especially as a wife and a mom, is still possible with dedication, um, and surrounding yourself with the circle that will actually help you. Yes, that will supply you with resources and support. Now, set your goals, believe in yourself, stay curious, and keep pushing forward. Thank you. Your questions? Are there questions? Let me see. Okay. In the absence of no questions, I have some useful links here that I could share. If you're interested in learning Kotlin or doing Android, I also have some I could share for